Hello guys, welcome to another video of this platform. Now today we're going to be talking about Test.io and basically discuss what this platform does and how you'll get to participate here. Now before I go any further, it is important to let you know that I do not work on Test.io, nor do I have an account on Test.io. So my review will be based on the research that I did and also the reviews of other people who shared their experiences working on Test.io. So now that is out of the way, what is Test.io? Now, Test.io is basically a platform that does testing on different applications, websites, and things like that, right? So what you'll be doing basically is you will be testing these platforms, applications for bugs and things like that. For example, if they have an application, right, and it's a new application that has been designed and you want to know if it functions well, maybe within a certain country, certain region, or something like that, you will be testing and finding those bugs out or those problems so that the owners of the app can actually fix those bugs, right? And examples of some of the tests that I've seen is others doing testing payment processes where people actually test certain websites in terms of doing certain payments on whether these payments can actually go through, right? So these are some of the tests that you're going to do. And as I've said, other applications as well, games, apps, things like that. And this testing application is very new and it's like a recent platform that was launched, and it has worked also with different platforms like Fox. I don't know, this is what they claim, but from what I've gathered through the research that I did, this is a new platform, a fairly new platform. So I don't know if when did they work with this, but that's what they claim. And I did some research on Transpilot about Test.io, and it has 3.9 stars out of 179 reviews, which is not bad. I'll say it's good. And just from reading some of these reviews, I'll say some people did have a positive experience. For example, like this person says they started as a freelancer and right now they're a team leader. So I think they've had a good experience on this company. So yeah, and the nicest thing is that they do reply this part right here, which kind of highlights some sort of transparency within the company itself, because some companies do not reply in general. So more than quality assurance or QA, so they do a lot. So as I've highlighted before, that you can be asked to do payment testing, right, where you are asked to do a certain payment. For example, if there's a product that they want you to buy, then you buy it maybe using your PayPal, your Visa, and then they'll reimburse you and also maybe give you the amount or the fee for doing that. So that is some of the tests that you will be doing. So now this part, this is actually for businesses, right? If you have your app or maybe website that you tested, you need to come here, learn more about their offerings in terms of the testers that they have and the human experiences and the human talent that they possess here. On Test.io, if you scroll down, you are going to see a bunch of options like the quality assurance ecosystem, which is responsible for crowd testing, right? And things like that. The resources, the testers, about us, and all those kind of things. So to become a tester, you have to come here, click on this, and then start the process, right? And you can also check out the careers that they have here if you need a long-term job on this platform. So as a tester, if you want to start, click right here, and then this will bring you to this page, which you need to join, right? Join the freelance testing community and become a tester. So you click on this button and this will take you to this part right here. So you will learn more about the life as a tester on this platform. They said work from anywhere. You test wherever you are, from the couch of your dorm chair, page views, things like that. and extra cash, side hustle, and extra money. So they highlight this is a side hustle. And then you test like the latest apps. As I've mentioned, you get an exclusive look at the apps that they have from leading companies and innovative startups. Then you expand your mind, right? You sharpen your existing skills, learning new ones from testing. So since you'll be testing different applications, of course, you'll be learning a lot. Then you click on the become a tester, right? And then here you will see the registration process, right? Which include like 5 steps. First, of course, you register, then you onboard, then you start testing and earning, and then you build your credentials, like your testing credentials, and then you become a great tester. So I think this is when you've advanced maybe in the testing age, maybe you've done many tests. So you can get access to resources. Like for example, if you need to learn more about testing, they do have the resources for that under their Tester Academy right here. So some of these freelancers include guys like Daniel, a person that is into modeling and sports, especially basketball. And they also work here as a tester. Ara Telgasad, a psychology student from the Philippines, that also works as a quality assurance tester and test I Discord community as well. So there are different people that do this as a side job, right? If you love testing things, you love finding bugs, test IO might be something that you can do or you can enjoy doing, in fact. So to learn more about Test.io, you come to their FAQs right here, and you will see a bunch of questions like how often will I get test invitations? Can I choose test to participate in? All these are answered, right? Like for example, they answered this question. They said how often you get test invitations depends on the devices you have, the languages you can test in, and other factors. Like most testers will get at least 5 opportunities every day to test. Can I choose test to participate in? Yes, you can always choose the one that you want to do. So you can basically read some of these. Like how much can you earn, right? They said the most lucrative bugs pay up to $50, right? 50 bucks. So I think that's a decent amount, right? For like finding bugs. Yeah, of course, most companies basically they pay $30, $20, like for some tasks, but again, it depends on the complexity of the tasks. Then how do I get paid, right? So the payment is done on a monthly basis. But again, I don't know like the payment sources, like the platform that they use to do the payments, to like to receive payments. So I'm going to do a little bit of research on that later on. Now on Test.io, you can actually download their application, like their mobile applications, from either App Store, Google Play, and I think these are the two that they have for now. And then basically use that one for mobile testing. Ready to become a freelance tester, go to sign up, and then this will take you to this form where you need to add like your details, your name, last name, country, and so on. Then after that, you finish signing up. Now, here's one thing that you need to take note of. Test.io does not operate in most African countries, so I'm sorry for those that want to participate here and you are from Africa or something like that. They do not work here. And if you try to basically register here, you're going to see this message. It said access to our services is currently restricted in your country. If you believe this is a mistake or have a special circumstances, fill this form. So it is not available to many African countries. So I'll say at this point, so either the US, the UK, I think most of those countries, that's where you see this platform. So guys, there isn't much I can say about Test.io, except that if you are interested in this, I would suggest that you try it. And there are also other testing platforms that you can try as well, like user testing. I think that's one of them, Testlio, and so on. So there are basically many testing platforms that you can try out there. So guys, thank you for watching this video, and until then, see you on the next one.